Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults. Also, the views expressed in Those Damn Ross Kids do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. Why is that Q-tip all the way up your nose? Oh, that is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Why?
You had that Q-tip all the way. What space did it go into? Did it hit the roof of your mouth?
It was deep nosing it.
You were.
I can deep nose.
That's horrifying. Why was even up there? Why was that Q-tip even up there in the first place?
Let's see if I could.
I'm disgusted. You disgust me.
Got a few minutes? Let's talk about you.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Chris and Cole Ross.
Hey Chris, what episode is this?
This is episode number 69 of the comedy podcast, Those Damn Ross Kids.
My name is Cole Ross.
I am Chris Ross.
And we're here to entertain your asses.
While leaving a moment of silence for you to make a joke about the episode number.
Yep. Hey, let's just acknowledge it and move on. Hey Chris, you got a story for me?
No, did you leave in the moment of silence?
I'll put it in post.
Yeah. Write it in, the Facebook, your version of what we should have said there.
Choose your own adventure.
Okay. Let's just start off on firm ground. A Swedish man admits to raping a sleeping woman last summer, but says there's one hitch. I think this is an Englishman. There's one hitch. He was asleep at the time. The 27-year-old, who isn't named, says that after a night of heavy drinking in a cabin, not on a boat, in a cabin, he was wakened by a woman pushing him away and asking, "Why are you raping me?" No. And asking him, "Are you awake?" Under police questioning, he claimed to suffer from sexsomnia, which makes people commit sex acts in their sleep. Sexsomnia is a very well-accepted diagnosis, or diagnosis. Disease is plural. Yeah. Within the field of sleep medicine. It's different than having a sexual dream in that you are raping someone. No, it's full-fledged sexual behavior while asleep. The sex while asleep defense isn't exactly new either, because a 37-year-old man claiming sexsomnia was acquitted for raping an 8-year-old girl in 2007.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, for the next 45 minutes,
why he was
you're going
dressed
to be
like
as sad as possible.
Why he was dressed like Sleepy Time Bear in a room, I have no idea.
Incognito, Chris.
Incognito.
I wanna write a children's spy comic strip called Incognito.
Sure.
Incog and then Neato.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
He's incognito.
Yeah. I have a moon resting gracefully on a cloud tattooed on my belly. I have sexsomnia.
Jeez, oh Pete. Wow, how do you prove that? Oh man.
I think you have to develop a history.
What happens in a cabin? Why would you? I mean, okay, I'm gonna veer dangerously into blaming the victim territory, but why would you be alone in a cabin with somebody if you didn't want to have sex with them?
Why would Dr. Seuss's editor dare him or bet him he couldn't write a book with 60 words or less?
What book was that?
Green Eggs and Ham.
Really?
Yeah.
There's 60 words or less?
There's only 60 words. No,
really?
I mean, not total word count, but only 60 different words. 60 unique words.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's how Green Eggs and Ham came about.
Yeah. There's also that one where he wrote it without the letter E.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, Hop on Pop.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Huh, you do funny things on acid. But apparently you can have disease that makes you fuck kids in your sleep.
Yeah, and you can get away with it.
Oh, well,
no problem.
What you gonna do?
There's a wallet in my pocket, Chris.
I've had these reservations for vacation for a year. I can't go to jail.
Can you get out of jail by saying like I've got?
I got plans.
You can get out of work for jury duty. Mm-hmm. So can you just constantly have a Carnival Cruise booked?
They're non-refundable.
Yeah, I can't. I
don't know.
I don't have.
Why
time
would
to
you
go
be
to
on a
jail.
Carnival? I have no idea. Norwegian's where it's at.
I guess.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, Norway. It's bleak
they have
up there.
no rules cruising.
You have people.
No
up
seat
there.
assignments.
You It's chaos. It's bedlam.
It's total
Chris.
bedlam.
It's bedlam.
You want to ditch a spouse? Norwegian Cruise Line. Our balconies don't have rails.
We don't have ocean, no? But we do have ocean. Lots of cold, cold ocean. And 3 months of night. Mm-hmm. No big deal. Man, that makes me sad.
Rotten strawberries and invisible ice sculptures. Budget cruise.
Oh, man. Let's do this. The Naval Research Laboratory is hard at work trying to figure out how to get human and robot combatants to cooperate on the battlefield. To aid this, they have created several facilities to simulate terrain ranging from deserts to lush forests, and populated them with hundreds of high-speed cameras designed to track the participants in these simulated battles. What results is the largest volume of video data capture ever achieved. So just literally high-speed cameras going throughout these simulated battles. Okay? So it's like awesome. You know, it's the battlefields of the future.
Are they like on football zip lines?
Yeah, like how they swing them in. That's really cool. Have you ever seen how those work? Like the way that they rig them up to swing around, like how they can get those really steady shots. It's neat. The reason that I picked this story though wasn't because it's interesting. You know, like I like the idea of the, you know, it's the reality TV
No, it
show.
should have been.
It's the House of Leaves thing. You know. So let's set it up and watch what happens.
Should have been really interesting.
It should have been really. Might have managed to suck all the interesting out of it, but. I am on to you, Fox News. Do you know why I'm on to you, Fox News?
There's a wolf spider.
Oh, gross. Did you step
kidding.
on it?
No, it was on my toe.
No. Ugh. Hate those things. They're the worst. Is it on my
Gave
toe?
him a death smash and sent him on his way. Go ahead.
Yep. No. I was on the Fox News website looking for stories, as I'm wont to do, because they tend to make things more hilarious. And they related the story to the Hunger Games. Appealing to my hatred of using pop culture in science reporting in order to get people to care.
What is Hunger Games? I've been hearing people talk about the Hunger Games.
It's all the craze in the third world.
I mean, I'm here pretty soon because this will be what 2 weeks that this episode will be out.
Yeah, 2 weeks from 2 weeks from today.
So
or
like
we're
all
recording
cable
this
will
2
be
weeks ago.
shut down, and they will just on closed caption be playing Hunger Games in all of our homes by then, right?
Yeah. Because
that's
it's
all
a
we'll
craze
care
that's,
about.
that's sweeping the nation. No, it's the
Is
newest.
this a series of like cookie cutter novels? I mean, is this are there vampires?
It's the newest. Well,
are we transitioning from vampires?
We're transitioning from vampires to Pokemon. No, to post-apocalyptic fantasies where children are forced to fight for their lives in order to get food for their home villages.
Pretentious chefs who like to use science in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. And they make it a game.
Yeah,
it's like Bill Nye.
It looks like cotton candy, but it's roast beef.
Guy. Yeah. Bill Nye, the molecular gastronomy guy.
He arranges flowers in the shape of food.
Food science rules. No, but it is, young adult fiction, except it's like sci-fi. It's a movie battle royale, except with kids.
See, is there an E at the end of that?
Yes.
Didn't watch it. I hate that.
It's a good movie. It's Japanese.
That's why you said royale,
up.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, not battle royal, because I'm not.
What'd you say?
Please back down, Macho Man Randy Savage. Sorry. I don't want to take a bite out of your Slim Jim arm.
I don't know.
Snap into my neck bones. Yeah. So don't do that. If you're writing a science headline, don't relate it to pop culture. If there's an Earth-like planet out there, don't say, the next Pandora. If you're talking about time travel, please reference Back to the Future, because that works for me.
It's pretty universal. Studios!
They replaced it with the Simpsons ride. It really upsets me.
Write it down.
Mark it up.
The Texas Rangers will be serving a hot dog this season. The Boomstick has a price tag of $26. It's 2.5 feet long, 1.5 pound hot dog, and it's apparently designed to feed 4.
Yeah, right.
It comes topped with chili, cheese, and onions, and according to team president Nolan Ryan, Firearm himself, we're getting some kind of exotic bread flown in from French.
It's being flown in from French.
Yes.
That's how Nolan Ryan said it.
This is how
Can I see
Texas
can I see
people
the
talk.
card?
No, it says France, but it sounded
Okay.
But the quote is, "We're getting some kind of exotic bread flown in from France."
So it's imported bread. It's not a French recipe that is made on site. So this
Apparently.
is stale ass bread. So
This is-
baguette. It's served on a baguette.
Yeah, your car length hot dog is on a baguette.
It spans 4 seats. Yeah.
Yeah, we would deliver it to your car, but it would need 2 window trays.
Tip it over like the Flintstones. But
I didn't even go there, but
no,
that's a good
okay.
one.
Yeah,
right.
no,
That's a good
exactly.
one.
It is a good
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Do you know what this
A
had
whole slab of hot dog rib.
Yeah. Just imagine it just pressed in form like
So
McRib.
glad hot dogs don't have crunchy bits.
Oh man, depending on how fine the grind is.
But they're calling it a boomstick.
Like the shotgun from Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my
No,
boomstick.
apparently there's a baseball player for the Rangers who calls his bat the boomstick.
Yeah,
Yes. I don't know.
yeah, that's funny. I don't know. That's serves 4. Like you can go to KFC and you can get a 1 liter bucket of pop. You know?
You can't.
Yes, you can. You can say I want 1 liter.
There was one place. No, not liter. It was like God, what place? Was it Domino's or Little Caesars or someplace back in the day that had like a wax paper jug of pop?
Yeah.
Like it was like a gallon of soda. And it had a place where you could pour from or a place where you could inject a straw.
Exactly. And that straw hole that gives it away.
No, the straw hole could be the air escape for pouring.
That's true. But was it like cross stitched like the was it in the quadrangle kind of thing? I don't know.
Latchuk rug?
Maybe.
No, what cross stitch what?
No. Like was it cut like a straw hole where we like we're going to cut it here and we're going to cut it across so that way when you put it in this the
No,
the
it was
fluid
like
can't
had
come
like a
out.
little hymen like membrane, like a drink a drink box.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, but this KFC thing it
Not
has
hymen like membrane. That makes sense. Yeah.
Exactly. It does. I mean, it's an apt visual. It's a horrifying visual,
Sure
but
it
it's
is.
apt. No, but this KFC one was big enough at least to
Necessitate a handle.
Necessitate a handle.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
We're talking about the same thing.
No, but different place, different decades.
Different decades.
Yeah.
But it's like yes.
This
This
is
is
meant
to serve a family of 4.
Only
No.
thing I want a gallon of is Julius. That's the only thing that should be sold in a gallon. Gas should be sold by the tank. Milk should be sold by the week.
Yeah,
Okay, a week's worth of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julius, a gallon.
Remember when we walked into that strange mall, and we both said to each other, "What if there's an Orange Julius here?" And there
Insofar
totally
as I'm concerned, picnic salads and gravy, pint. That's the only measure you need.
it.
That's all. The rest of it comes in different sizes.
Huh?
Yeah.
That is. What was the original story?
Oh,
What was the original story?
I don't know.
I'm so lost.
Did you talk?
I forget. No, it was you. You talked.
Did I talk?
Yeah, that was you.
What was it? Oh, about the hot dog.
Yeah, about the hot dog.
Who knew?
No, there's a German
The
restaurant.
boomstick.
The boomstick. No, there's a German restaurant in Cincinnati. You've been there. I'll plug it. They're not a sponsor, but let's just call it Mecklenburg Gardens.
Yes.
It's the oldest restaurant in the city. They serve German food. They were really, really trying to get onto Man vs. Food when it
Which is
was
not
a
on
thing
anymore.
No,
Yeah.
because of his health.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, it was his health. But basically what he would do is he would smoke a bunch of weed.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he just he was totally just high
That
as a
is
fucking,
not what he did.
High as a fucking kite.
Where did
before
you
he
read
went in.
this?
It's like a thing. It's like he said it.
Source. I want a source. Is this real?
I have to look it up.
He
This
just
is
smoked a
something-
whole bunch of weed.
He smoked a bunch of weed. So all of that, like, how
How
would
did
you
he
have
travel
to be
from place to place with all that weed?
Just he's just a
On
celebrity
a plane?
Maybe.
Different-
They had a bus.
That's hardly
He had
a
bus.
celebrity.
Well, but he's on television. That's the Homer Simpson definition of celebrity, Chris. More people know your name than you know theirs, right? What's that sign that you're making? What?
That was Man v. Food. That's what he does.
It was very elaborate. Okay. Yeah, I've never seen the show. But no, they wanted to get on that. So they created the Terminator. Okay. And what the Terminator is, it was a 36-inch long, I think it was like 3 pounds, like 3 or 5 pounds. It was the spiciest metwurst that a local had to be like specially ordered. Mm-hmm. And it was a bun, and it had like 4 pounds of onions and stuff like that. And I went to the initial like unveiling of this because they wanted to test it out and see is this actually doable. So they had their most like their biggest like, oh, I'm gonna put away as much food as I can bar patron that they could. Like, okay, we're gonna sit him down. They had him at this big throne, and he got like 2/3 of the way through before he just got really, really, really sick. Mm-hmm. So that was ill advised. They had to recalibrate it. So I saw Terminator version 1. I think that it's still a thing, but yeah,
I didn't realize that he was blazed.
Yeah, it was. Huh. I mean, think of it. It makes a lot of sense, right?
I mean, I suppose so.
I don't know. Since we're talking about massive amounts of foods, Chris.
Okay, it's your turn again.
Raymond Segura Jr. suffered a tragic death at his place of work mid-March. The Denver man was working at the Kelly Bean Factory when a freak accident caused a 20-foot mound of pinto beans to crash onto the man.
I thought you were going to say a stalk grew into the sky.
It took several emergency workers hours to move tons of the beans to find him, but he was already too late. He was dead. He suffocated under the beans, under the tons of beans. He was crushed. He couldn't breathe. Yeah. The incident is still under investigation.
Where was this at?
This was Denver.
Oh.
Denver, Colorado. They have to pack them up there. A lot of the beans in the nation come from there because of the elevation. They pack at that pressure, and then instead of, putting machines in to, get it down, they ship it to a lower altitude. Then that crushes the oxygen out of it, and then
they arrive fully cooked.
They arrive, yeah, exactly. Pressure cooked in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bush's beans. Pinto beans. Just dead under a pile of beans. 20-foot high.
Smurfs.
If there's one food you would want to die in,
I don't know. I don't want to die with. I don't like food. I like food, but I don't want to die in.
food.
I
would think of you're drowning in beer. It's like
that's not food.
Well, depends.
Those are foodstuffs.
Yeah. Food likes.
Food likes.
I would like to fall into a container of those cocktail toothpicks that are like swords.
Food likes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you had to choose a food like, yeah.
Which one would it be?
A food accessory.
All right. Here's a mystery. No, that's not even a mystery.
It's a mystery that's solved by the end of the index.
This is what kind of bleeding heart liberal ridiculous spin can Cole put on this story? In Waltham, Massachusetts. In Waltham, Massachusetts. Yeah. Donnie. Man was arrested on the street after he was seen putting down a brown bag and picking it back up again. A witness called police regarding the suspicious behavior, and police discovered he had 3 warrants for his arrest, including breaking and entering, drug larceny, and failure to appear. The man's race is not stated. The man's age is not stated.
Okay.
The only thing that this man was initially guilty of
was putting a
paper sack down
and picking a
paper sack back up.
Huh. That is a mystery. Is there a detail that you're withholding from me?
None.
None?
Feel free to read the card.
Yeah? No? Okay.
Yep. It's all there.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. That is weird. I guess, hey, it's your right to call in suspicious stuff. And if he had a history, then
he had a history of picking up and putting down brown bags.
Have you ever
have a history?
Have you ever before picked up or put down?
Have you ever either one? I mean, that's. Yeah. So is this a black man? Is he brown bagging?
It doesn't matter.
Some malt liquor?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter what he was.
Seems like it matters.
Well, I don't know. Does it?
I don't know.
Why are you trying to bait me?
Because I figured you would know who this guy is.
Is it Hootie?
It is Hootie.
Oh God.
Yes.
He's on hard times.
Yep. No, he was angry about his cracked rearview mirror.
Oh, man, there's nothing he can do. Just going to take a sip of this beer for a second. Oh, man. Why can't we get there? Hey, Chris, let's do a public service announcement.
Okay.
This is a PSA for anyone who goes outdoors. Doesn't apply to me, might apply to you.
No, you're an apothecarist.
Please send word to the outdoors. Tell me.
Who has time to go out with all these small drawers to organize?
Exactly. Are you hitting your word a day calendar?
I don't know.
Apothecary?
I don't know.
Define apothecary.
It is a kit used to make malt ice cream beverages.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
You're pretty close.
Yeah.
They did make at pharmacies and at the soda fountain phosphates.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
phosphates. No, I don't go outside.
Heroin biphosphates.
I don't go outside, but you do. So this might be of interest.
Cracky fizzy drink.
You're just making me sad that I don't. My soda stream, the bottle, like the CO2 canister, is empty.
Finally,
I've been hitting it too hard. No, not this bottle here, but the CO2 canister. So I need to go get it refilled tomorrow.
Who does that again?
Just any store, any store that sells them.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you go? To the service desk?
Yeah, you just take it there and say, hey, I need to swap this out. And you swap it out and you pay the fee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
PSA.
PSA. Buy a soda stream. No. PSA. It's predicted that this will be a banner year for Lyme disease, a condition that is passed along by ticks. Now, this is not because of deer, which are, normally associated with ticks, but rather with a strange series of circumstances. See, back in 2010, there was a huge acorn crop, and this caused a boom in the population of white-footed mice, which are... What's that look? Which are the prime targets for ticks because they're small, they don't care about having ticks on them, and they move really fast so they can carry them around. Right?
I make this face when I sing Circle of Life by Elton John to myself in my head.
Sexsomnia! Yeah.
Tawishimawa.
Yeah, so these ticks are all happy, just kind of like they got easy prey that doesn't care, and the circle is unbroken. However, Chris, this year's acorn crop is incredibly small, and the mice are dying off faster than the ticks are, which means that the ticks are going to be out hunting for better prey, which often includes humans. And Lyme disease, that's nothing to joke about. It's pretty messed up if you read the symptoms. It's crazy. Like it can result in amputations and total neural failure. So it is recommended that you cover yourself in DEET and perform daily tick checks to avoid Lyme disease at all costs. I have a small hand mirror, and I just when I get out of the shower, when everything is all shiny, got plenty of light, I just go over every single square inch of my body.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna divvy up responsibilities for the summer. All right. You need to Google and stay on top of the Lyme disease situation.
Okay.
Can
I make an outbreak
hot
map?
pockets and things like that? Not necessarily lunch hot pockets, but pockets.
Pockets
of Lyme
disease activity.
And I'm gonna be on the lookout for nip slips and celeb cell phone hacks. All right.
Okay. Scarlett
I think
Johansson.
that'll cover it.
Yeah.
Your girl.
ScarJo?
No, not ScarJo. The other one.
No, the Mad Men lady?
That one. Christina Hendricks.
Yeah,
she had some.
Did she really?
Yeah. Did you really now?
I need to get this.
Done. Good night.
Let me pull up my information phone. I have preferences. So yeah, Lyme
Notice
disease.
he didn't say standards.
So Lyme disease, watch out. Watch out for Lyme disease.
Look out for that. The mice are dying. The ticks are living. Yet we still remain concerned about wildlife. And for the betterment of it. British wildlife rescuers, who were called out almost 30 times over 4 days to help free a swan from a frozen pond in southern England, are urging the public to stop calling them, because the bird is simply resting. The charity's founder, Trevor Weeks, thanked onlookers for their concern, but said that the bird is actually keeping warm. Most calls reported that the swan had a leg stuck in the ice when it was actually tucked under its feathers to keep them warm.
Help! Save the swan! Save the swan! Please, please, please.
Please save this swan.
Okay, so the swan is keeping warm by resting on a frozen lake.
I don't even know. One caller just called up and said, "Sending out an S.O.S. Save our swan."
Yep. Oh, man. I was trying to think of other Police lyrics that would apply, but I can't.
Is that the Police?
Yeah.
God, they called the Police.
I'll send an SOS to the world. Oh, God, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, it's all the swans all over the place over there. Did you know that, like...
And the sound of the Swami swans rang out in space. One morning I arrived in this glorious place.
Now, did you know that...
Didn't see the Lorax, by the way.
You did?
Yep.
How was that?
It was decent.
It was okay for a kid's movie? Did it stay true to the book? I heard they had like some sponsorships and stuff.
Yeah, they deviated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a short book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how can you do any better than the animated specials? I know that's like a boneheaded thing to say, but it just seems hollow to me.
I don't have any idea. It's kind of weird because it was sponsored by what is that stuff called?
Monsanto?
Yes.
See this Lorax movie? It was like all over the place.
Scheduled
with
by
Monsanto.
Roundup Ready Truffula seeds. Is that right?
Maybe.
Yeah, that was kind of the idea, though.
Kind of, I guess. Were they subverting it? Like, hey, we'll take your money, but
the Lorax sponsored by DDT and DEET.
Check yourself for ticks. I mean it.
It's a country song. I'm gonna check you for ticks. No, seriously.
Is it really?
It'd be a good joke if it wasn't so real.
Chris, I went 6 months thinking that Red Solo Cup was a hoax. So
Red. Oh, wait, drink it up, party up, my Red Solo Cup?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Is that Party Rock people? LFMAOs?
No, that was...
TNT's Dynamites?
That's Shots and the Party Rock anthem. No, I'm talking about, like, there is a...
Who sings that?
I have no idea who sings it.
Beefy and the Sticks?
Yeah, Beefy and the Sticks.
Okay.
Beefy and the Snappers.
Okay.
The Red Snappers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you think about it, and when you don't think about it. Simultaneously, it's a very
swimming through the ocean like a shrimp with no tail. It's got to be your dolphin free tuna.
I don't know.
Doesn't
we're
work.
Off the, we're off the. We're,
no,
we're
I'm
off
still here.
You're here? No, I'm not. I'm all over the place.
You
my
left.
head's, I've got too much. I've got too much stuff in my blood.
That'll only bring you back with some Hootie noise.
Okay.
A teenager is undergoing emergency surgery after being hit by a bullet, which ricocheted off an animal's head during a home kill, which went wrong. Police said the accident happened when a slaughterman reportedly shot a cow in the head. The bullet ricocheted off the animal's skull and hit his assistant in the shoulder. Said that the cow did not die from the initial gunshot wound, but was later shot dead by police.
Okay, there are two things in there that I think are too awesome to pass up. Okay, home kill.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Just as a phrase, as a couplet, as just a 2-syllable utterance. I think that is supportable.
The channel I added when I hacked my Wii. When I modded my Wii, I added Homekill.
You know, on my PlayStation 3, instead of doing folding at home or SETI at home, I did kill at home.
Kill at home.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Homekill.
Homekill, yeah.
And
then Slaughterman.
I'm a slaughterman who does
I'm a slaughterman.
Slaughterman who does home kills.
Home kills. Call me out. You got a pesky coyote. You got a pesky cow. Got a pesky children. Chicken. Sorry, children. Children. A child chicken. The chickadee chicks.
I don't know. My leftover check home part. And a 2.5 foot long hot dog wrapped in a baguette.
Was that this episode?
Don't know.
It was so long ago, I don't even know.
No, it was this episode.
It was this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were flying in bread from French.
Bread from the French's factory. Yeah. That sucks. Cow skulls are thicker than you think.
Yeah, well. What do you do?
You ever try drilling through one of those?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the delicious milk inside.
That's a weekend.
Boy. That's a paddling.
Only on a hot day, though.
Drilling through a cow's head. That's paddling. Looking out the window. That's paddling. Paddling your canoe. Oh, you better believe that's paddling. It's The Simpsons. It's Jasper. Apropos of that, school-administered corporal punishment is still legal in 19 states. Florida among them. Ohio, not, unfortunately. The problem is, where do you get the paddles? Have you ever tried buying a paddle, Chris?
Oh, I make my own.
You could probably go to one of those websites that has the nasty banner ads and makes you feel ashamed and buy a paddle,
Frequent auctions.
Yeah. Well, a Florida high school has just cracked the nut. Just have shop class make them, right?
Oh, no shit, like prison industry.
Exactly. They're 19 inches long, made of ash wood, fine, finished off to a nice polish. And it's very possible that you could be beaten insensate with something you made with your own, with your very own hands.
Insensate,
yes. Yes, which is without a sensei. The Splinter, he's nowhere to be found.
Have you heard what they're doing to the Ninja Turtles?
No, what are they doing?
Michael Bay or one of those directors is ruining it.
Well, they already did like that crappy CGI one, right? TMNT, they called it.
I don't know about that. They no longer have superpowers from the nuclear ooze and the powers taught to them by the rat.
Right.
They're from space.
What?
Yep. Look it up.
They're from, but they're.
I can't tell you. I'm sorry.
My child.
They don't eat pizza anymore either. Delicious Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I don't know, but yeah, he is. Yeah, I don't know whether Splinter is eliminated. I don't know how he factors in, but they come from space.
Does Splinter teach them? But is he still a rat?
I have no idea.
Is he still a rat person? Is he a rat person from the same planet who arrived here and teaches them the customs and also teaches them?
I think he's just Ray Liotta.
Oh man,
he's just Ray Liotta playing Ray Liotta.
He's just totes Liottes.
Yeah,
but man, that's depressing. Yeah, they're making another one. Is it live action?
I think so.
Oh man,
yeah. Now, I mean, in the final fight scene shows the turtles being bound and gagged on the side of the pit, very similar to it's like a Bruce Lee movie. In the showdown, Shredder, of course, unmasked is what's his name?
Also Ray Liotta.
Not all. No. there are not two faces of Ray Liotta. It's Christopher Walken.
Is it?
Yes. Yep. Christopher Walken plays Shredder.
That's it. But isn't Shredder supposed to be from the same? Shredder is from the same clan as the Splinter, though.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
character actors.
Be that as it may, is Baxter Stockwell? Is he still there? Is he still a fly person?
That is a reference I don't get.
No, Baxter Stockwell.
Don't get
he's
that.
He's the fly. The scientist turns himself into a fly man. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh yeah, I got that. The Wilson brothers.
Do they still have to defuse the bomb on the dam before they can proceed to the truck level?
Absolutely.
Okay. That is one part of the TMNT canon you cannot mess with, is the undersea bomb defusal level.
Very hard.
Yeah, so hard. Yep. Where a lot of people left off, honestly. Lost a lot of turtles there. Yeah. You could get one back if you rescued them in one of the buildings, but even that was pretty hard too, because the enemies respawned at the edge of the screen.
I mean, let's face it, we sacrificed Raphael first.
Yeah, well, his weapon was the shortest. You saved Donatello for the boss fights.
Definitely. Yeah. Got to keep your distance.
Did we narrow down the audience enough?
I think we might have.
I think we might have expanded it there a little bit.
We went broad a little bit for a minute.
Just a second, yeah.
Yeah.
The school hasn't disclosed exactly how many paddles they need, in any given, year. It's a school of 500 students, so maybe one per has your name on it. That way it's branded. Speaking of splinters.
Way to bring that full circle.
Yeah.
Didn't think we were coming back from that. Not at all.
Not at all.
Oh, well. Hey, man. Men may be helping out around the house more than ever before, but that's not necessarily making life easier for the women in their lives. In fact, women spend 3 hours each week redoing the chores that the men have done badly. According to a survey of more than 2,000 women in the United Kingdom, leading the way of poorly done chores was wiping down the kitchen counter, followed by plumping and arranging sofa cushions, and making the bed. And here's the quote.
Okay.
Although it's impossible for women to do everything themselves, they still have high hopes for perfection. And if jobs aren't done to the desired standard by the partner, often many feel they could do a better job themselves.
See, this is weird because this is being told from from weird gender norm, position, I think. Just the person responsible for the chores is going to be the woman. What if the woman does a shitty job and you have to redo it yourself? That's just weird. It's like an inherently sexist study.
Yeah, the entire thing is backwards.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is it makes me uncomfortable. Marker. But it's, I don't know. Just you've lived with roommates, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever just done a shitty job at something so then they wouldn't ask you to do it again?
No, I don't.
No,
I don't prescribe to that.
No. I tried it for a while, but then I noticed everybody else was doing it, so then I had to become the guy. It was never a good situation. It was never ideal.
No, never.
Never ideal.
No. I just thought, you don't want, I don't need you.
I don't need you.
I don't need you to mow the lawn. Why do you need me to do that?
To do that thing.
Yeah. I have my own chair. I don't even sit on that fucking couch.
I didn't even want those goddamn throw pillows.
No, I didn't. No. Did not want to go to the store for those.
They're hideous.
Trips. Didn't want to hear about the sale you got them on. I don't care.
3 trips to the store because you didn't think they were...
You're buying them out of your checking account, you independent woman.
Pump the brakes.
What?
Because we're going to the... Chris, readers...
Chris.
Sorry, I'm tripping.
Oh my God, Cole threw up a whole sentence.
Chris, research has shown that women may be able to achieve orgasm simply by working out. No genital stimulation or sexual fantasy is necessary.
20% of them, right?
Something crazy, like 40%.
Wow.
Yeah. Instead, these coregasms result primarily from abdominal exercises. A study group found that this happens to about 40% of women, but scientists are baffled as to why. This calls into question the entire purpose of the female orgasm, which has always been a bit of a mystery to people, Why do men have nipples? Why do females have orgasms? A, because both are awesome, but, why? Thinking about it.
Male nipples and...
It's rocks. Get a little ring of hair around them. It's great.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, there is longer, the hair, not the nipples.
You're talking about hair on their nipples.
Hair, yeah, exactly. Is it electrolysis a little bit?
I don't know. So why are they all so fucking fat?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, but I'm serious.
Making generalities.
But I am making generalities because the statistics bear it.
Well, no, okay, so let's say 40%. Okay,
bitches need to stop hating bitches and join a spinning class.
Well, no, it's core. It's core. Do some crunches. Work on your core. Get up there. Run some.
You would think those core balls would just be flying off the shelf.
Then you like the yoga balls?
Yeah. No.
Like the ones where
different.
the ones where you sit on it at the desk and bounce around.
No, that's douchey. I'm talking about they're the same balls, only less douchey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually do exercise on them. You don't use them as chairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I mean, but think about it. If you look at statistical deviation, right? You have 50%. Yeah, 50, okay, so there's going to be this one ideal average, not ideal. There's going to be this one person of average weight, and that's the bell curve extends out to the edges, right? Am I wrong? Okay, so 40%, maybe a good deal of those 40% fall on the lighter side. So they've discovered the secret.
I think it's less of a bell curve and more of a sine wave. But yeah,
sine wave. I don't even know what that. I mean, do you know what a sine wave is?
Yeah, it deviates from the center. It's then you're your perfect weight, and then you're too skinny, and then you're too fat.
Okay,
that's what that looks like.
Okay.
Like a sine curve.
Okay. No, I'm just talking about the number of people that fall into any given percentile of the population.
Really?
So the 40% would fall more onto the thinner side.
Okay.
Not that every body isn't beautiful
Because they're
in its
just
own
coming
way.
so much.
Right. Just they're at the secret. They discovered it. It's part of the secret.
That's that secret those bitches talk about.
You put it up on your hope board.
No
and you
wonder
think
they're
about
so
it.
happy.
If you do a bunch of crunches, you're
Do a bunch of crunches in front of your hope board.
visualize.
Oh,
Visualize. Get that coregasm happening.
get it on.
Yeah. Do you have a Science Zone story?
There's a secret. No, not a Science Zone story. Not even going to the Science Zone. If you've just been dying to actually speak to one of the Lohans, today's your lucky day. For $25 per minute, you can have a chat with Lindsay's mom, Dina, or for a relative bargain of $18 per minute, her dad, Michael. It's all thanks to a new service whose name is called Dial-A-Star. The service, dreamed up by D-list celebrity manager Gina Rodriguez, allows you to connect with not only the Lohans, but such other stars as Octomom for $12 per minute, Tila Tequila for $20 per minute, celebrity mistresses including Rachel Utchel of Tiger Woods' penis fame, $20 per minute. The agent Rodriguez gets a 50% cut and says the concept is great for these celebrities because they get the money right away. So they can be like, oh, wait, I'm broke. I need money for lunch. I'll take some calls.
So you can just flag yourself as being available, and then wow, that's possibly the most hollow, superficial thing I've ever heard.
The dad Lohan had like a 60-minute call the other day.
60?
They've made like lots of money, like 10 grand a week.
Well, it's not shame on them. It's shame on the people who would pay money to talk to these people.
Yeah,
It's shame on the money. It's shame on the people who care about these people at all in general. That makes me sad. Although you have to think, like, are people jockeying for higher prices? Like, how's that set? How's the worth determined? Like, why is Dad Lohan?
it has nothing to do with the market.
Cheaper than Mom
It's
Lohan?
your perception. How much is your time worth?
Well,
Eventually, you're going to get to a point when you can decide whether you're going to A, do something yourself, or B, hire someone to do it.
yeah. Opportunity cost.
Not opportunity cost. Don't regurgitate like I just did. But
No. So do they set it themselves, and they eventually find
to do with opportunity cost. It's literally just I could spend this amount of time. Mm-hmm. It's opportunity cost.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
So, Chris, there are some things our listeners can do.
I hope you're saying them all.
I'll say them all. No, you did it. You did it all last time.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, I did,
That's fine. You can go to iTunes and leave us a review and a rating. We really appreciate it when you do that. We check it every once in a while. You can go to Facebook and like us on there. I don't know if it's becoming a fan or liking us or whatever. There's some people who've joined, but I don't have an internet connection right now, so I can't look you up. So we'll say your names and embarrass you later. But most of all, you can tell friends, and you can contact us at Those Damn Ross Kids at Duckfeed.tv or Duckfeed.tv/contact, or you can leave us a voicemail at 419-528-TDRK. Did I miss anything?
I think you got it.
Cool. Good night.
Night.